Hi everyone. um, my video today, it's just gonna be a little short, just basic video on how magic works. It's my interpretation of how magic works. I get this question a lot when I'm talking to people that don't know or are not well informed about the craft or are curious about the craft. I get that question a lot. And so, first of all, those of us that are, well experienced in the craft, we know that there are many different types of magic. There's natural magic, or also called sympathetic magic, practical magic, high magic, ceremonial magic, all different kinds of magic. And each one is, each one's different from the rest of them. And even when it comes to spell work, you're going to get all kinds of variations, all kinds of opinions on the hows and the whys of the spell process. My favorite magic, it's my favorite because it's what I was taught with, is natural magic or sympathetic magic. And those of you that don't really know about or don't really practice natural magic, the theory of natural magic is that many natural objects, rocks, plants, roots, animal bones, they all have a connection to some part of our human experience. So, for example, a rose quartz is linked with love and matters of the heart. A piece of oak would take on the attributes of strength and sturdiness, and a sprig of sage is connected with wisdom and purification. So that's a little, and spell work and natural magic it's different from other magic, because spell work and natural magic is carried out with no prayer, no invocation to gods or deities. It's simply the natural attributes of the items involved in the spell are what make the magic happen, pretty much. In some traditions of Wicca and other pagan religions, magic is the realm of the divine, of course. So a practitioner may call upon, his or her gods for intervention or assistance. For example, someone doing a spell to repair their damaged love life, they might call upon Aphrodite for help. Or a person moving into a new home and wanting to do a new home cleansing, they might invoke Friva, who is the goddess of home and hearth, as a part of their ritual. So, and also within magic, there is, and I highly agree with this, is that magic occurs. Okay, how should I put this? Good magic can only occur with one's will. Okay, so in other words, you know, the practitioner's intent is everything. Some people believe that tools, like spell tools such as candles or herbs, some traditions believe that they're completely unimportant, because all that really matters is the strength of will to bring about results. And I believe that I do use candles and herbs. And I feel that when I do use those tools, is that it helps me to, some instances it helps me to focus and visualize when I have tools with me. Other times, when I know exactly what I want, and you know, I can better visualize it in my head, so my intent is a lot clearer. But when I know what I want, but it's not so clear, you know, I'll use candles or incense to help me get into that state of mind, so that I can, you know, visualize the object or the position that I am trying to work toward. So that whole idea of, if one focuses one's intent precisely enough and manipulates the necessary energy, that change will come about. That whole idea, for those of you that have read the book The Secret or have seen the movie, that is the whole premise of that book / movie. You know, if you want something hard enough, if you want an object, if you want something good to happen for you, if the theory is in The Secret, if your intent is that strong, if you think about it and you meditate on it and you pray about it, the theory is because your want of that object or that situation is so strong that eventually all your prayers and all your meditation and all of your thought on that item will manifest that item in some form, will manifest that item into being reality. So that's the whole gist of, you know, manipulating the necessary energy to bring about change. You know, I truly believe that thought and visualization is the strongest magic that you can do. It's just disciplining yourself and practicing with it to become really good at it. But once you get a handle on it, it's the best magic that you can ever perform. You know, I believe that regardless of how you believe magic actually works and whatever tradition you choose to embrace, I believe that having that understanding that magic is, without a doubt, a skill set that can be used in tandem with the mundane. You know, and it's also extremely important to understand and know that while magic, you know, may not solve all your problems, and it probably shouldn't be turned to as some sort of cure-all, quick fix, because it's definitely not a quick fix, but it certainly is a useful tool when used sensibly. So yeah, that's my little basic, I think really basic explanation of how magic works. You can have all the tools, all the candles, and all the chanting music and all the incense that you can buy, but if your intent is not there and your visualization is not focused strong enough, I believe, and I have had problems with this, is that you're always going to come up lacking somewhere. It's always going to come up short somewhere. It's not going to be, you might get that item, or you might find yourself in that position, but it probably won't be the exact item or situation that you were hoping for. It's only because you were not focused enough on it. So that's my spill. I would love to see what other people, how other people, their thought process on how magic works. That's just my opinion. So please respond, you know, give input. I would love to hear it. So thanks for listening. Blessed be.